All right. This is going to be interesting.
Luigi.
All right, let's do it. I have blank splits just so that, I might put the splits in the description in case like people want to compare against this. I feel like it'd be a good run to compare against. I'm gonna no reset bunnies just so that people know what to do in case they mess up. No, this is a realistic time for a beginner. A beginner could get this run and even beat this run. This is like, I'm just doing a run that essentially does like very little strats. I'm on pushback. This is not going commando. This is pushback. And I'm pretty much doing no skips. Like, I'm not even doing Honey Hive 1, which goes to show like how beginner friendly this run is. I am doing Space Junk though, because it's required to make this route faster. But that's like the only skip I'm doing. I'm not doing Buoy Base 1. I'm not doing Honey Hive 1. I'm not doing like plus skip. Very, very basic strats. Yeah, GC, Juka, is the route that does Sling Pod. And the pushback is the route that I'm doing here, which is Battle Rock 2 and 3. Demonstration on post commentary? Not really. It's just like, it's mostly just like to watch for movement and stuff like that. And then people can ask questions if they want to. You do pushback, yeah. Rox, thank you for the sub. How do you do gateway skip? You watch a tutorial. This is pushback 2.1. So this is like new. The new pushback. Fuck. That's like the easiest Luma skip there is, so I have no shame in doing that. You essentially just have to jump as you hit the ground. Oh, Juki, you don't even use pushback. You use something completely different. Also, I like how this is an acceptable gateway for PB attempts. It's funny. So the star bits numbers are next to the split name. Honestly, beginners shouldn't worry about this too much. So yeah, it's a 4-frame window. Yeah, I know, Gamut. It was just really good. I don't know what happened there. I was gaming. My goal, okay, my goal is like, honestly, just to beat the the 256. Ideally, if I get a sub 240, that'd be funny, but I don't think that'll happen. Honey, I've skipped none on this run. The thing is, though, you gotta remember that I'm like doing no skips. So while I'll make up time off of other runners by just pure movement, it's not gonna be enough because I'm not doing the skips like mansion clip. I'm not doing plus skip. I'm not doing stuff like that. I'm also 1P, and I'm not usually 1P, but most beginners play 1P, so... I don't know, sub 240 would be cool, because it shows that you can get like a 240 with beginner strats. And if you can get a sub 240 with beginner strats, then sub 230 shouldn't be that hard. So Jay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another one of these, and it's gonna be intermediate, and it will have 2P stuff. Yeah, I'm on the Wii U version, but Wii U 1P and Switch is like the exact same. Minus a couple small differences. Oh, the boulders. I forgot about these. See, I still have my One Piece stuff. I still have my One Piece stuff. Learn over a month or two. So the way I wanted to format these is like, I know for 3D World they have Cactus's Splice, and Cactus's Beginner Splice for 3D World. It's so basic. It's just Toad running pretty much the entire time, and then the intermediate run is like, it's like a 137. Yet, and for this run, it hopefully will be like a sub 230, sub 240. And I can do the intermediate run, which is like, for 3D World, it was like a 130. Hopefully that one will be like maybe a sub 230. I don't know. We'll see. This is literally ahead of my PB. This is literally ahead of my PB. And Good Egg 2 is kind of like where the run diverges from 2P, 1P. Yeah, I mean, beginner run being 137 isn't that bad. It's not a beginner time, it's just done with beginner strats. I also know that this run is not going to be perfect. Like, there's going to be some stupid stuff that happens. I definitely think if you're trying to get good at the game, you should watch the beginner because there's still some good movement, but intermediate is gonna help. Oh, I guess we're talking to this guy. It's all for the star bits. Yeah, this will be uploaded to YouTube. Not the best good egg 2 for like a beginner, but I mean it shows the route. Also, goodbye. That Goomba is not killing me today. Goodbye. This is like the 101 class for Galaxy speedrunning. This is like learning the derivatives in Calc 1. And then 2P is like the Calc 3 like multi-derivatives. Alright, so Honey Hive 1 skip is not happening this run, which is funny. I seriously do think, though, that if there are any levels that you're going to use good, like, 2P for, Good Egg 2 should be one of them. Just because you collect more star bits. But, you know, I understand people want to do the run 1P. You have to make sure you don't get bodied by that bee. Starbit routes, I feel like when you do this run, it really does not matter. Starbit routes you can kind of see just by watching my cursor. Plus, if you do skipless HH1, Starbit's route essentially don't matter. You'll have more than enough. Now, when it comes to optimalness, that's different. See, I was only supposed to get 32 here. So that lost about a minute to my gold, which does Honey Hive 1 skip. That makes sense. A minute time loss for not doing the skip. It's about what you expect. It's only a minute. And then Honey Hive 2. Can you... Honey Hive 2. No, no tower skip. Actually, no, there's going to be tower skip, but no tower climb. Nah, fire. I would just leave it in. It's not meant to be a splice. It's not meant to be perfect. It's just kind of a rough demonstration of what you should do. But I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. It's also important to see some of the mistakes that can happen. Oh, see? Ow. It happens. The tutorial is going to be extremely basic. Like, I'm barely doing any hard strats. I didn't do Honey Hive 1 skip. I didn't do Honey Hive 2 skip. Stuff like that. Also, fire, that would be extremely cool. So that I could learn off of it. But I know Cobra already... Or not Cobra, but I think Blue Bob already has one. And then for this level... I know the strats that I'm going to do. Ideally, this run gets a sub 240, but, you know, there's no guarantee. I really hope that people benefit from this. Hope that people can use this to learn the game. That's essentially my goal. Just to make something concise that people can use to learn the game. No, I know some people probably are wondering why I'm not doing more skips, and it's just because skips is stuff you can add, but it's important to see, you know, what you can get doing pretty much the bare minimum. And it'll strengthen your movement, and then you can always just add the skips later. I'm also going to get a lot more star bits. Just because I want people to know like where the backups are and everything. Yeah, I'm doing that stuff, Tibbs, because like when you think about it, like it's not that hard, Bubble Breeze skip. And it also saves so much. Where I think that like doing the level normally is harder than doing the skip. So I didn't do stuff like Honey Hive 1. I didn't do stuff like Honey Hive 2. I will be doing Space Junk 1, though. Yeah, Space Junk 1, now, you're probably wondering, like, why am I doing that skip out of all of them? It's because it's required to make the route faster. It's required to, yeah, have the route save time. So. Also, for loop-de-loop, I'm just going to take stuff really safe. No corner cuts or anything like that. Just your classic, like, sub-minute race time. Yeah, like stuff like that is so easy. Like the triple jump to Good Egg Luigi. Mega leg skip. It's stuff that's easier to do than the actual level. I'm not doing plus skip, Tibbs. Because, yeah, we talked about it last night. I don't think plus skip is good. Sludgy hop? No, I'm not doing sludgy hop. I'm doing SJ1 skip, no sludgy hop. This be a tutorial for plus skip. In the intermediate run. In the intermediate run, I'll do it. Intermediate run, we'll use 2P. Although, I don't know, maybe Tibbs would want to do intermediate run. Because I feel like, for me, the intermediate run would just end up being, like, a low 230, high 220. I don't know if Tibbs wants to do that so that, like, his intermediate run can get, like, a 225. I'll wait for this. Doing the long jump makes it so that, like, the cycle for the platform is really bad. It's looking like this is going to be like a mid-27 terrace, which I think is good for a beginner. No skips. I'd say that's pretty good. style of Flygon's 120 tutorial. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of what this is, but I'm not explaining stuff as in depth. How can you land after a long jump? Luigi just stopped moving for a sec. Without explaining super complicated intricacies about the game, I'll just say that if you do a long jump where you press Z and A frame perfectly, Luigi's speed will carry over. So that means you didn't have a frame perfect long jump. Yeah, the boss will only start if you're in that spot. You can literally like roam the planet, but only if you're standing in that spot will the boss start. I also think for this I'm gonna do left leg strats. Right leg can be hard for new runners. Perfect. Yeah, and I think, you know, if you can get around a 27 terrace, you're chilling. Anything 28, 27 for a beginner is very good. Especially if you do Honey Hive 1 skip. If you're doing Honey Hive 1 skip, you should be getting a 26 or a 27. So, I think that's solid. We'll teach your PC back in so I make tutorials. What you should do, Tibbs, is you should make tutorials like Viper did for G2 for tricks. Like, yeah, honestly, that's what we need because I feel like there's very little stuff that actually explains how to do tricks in Galaxy.
How did no one see that? That was there a while. That's been there for a while. Look.
Yeah, that would be cool, Tibbs. Well, HH1 skip is like the first big skip, so it makes sense. It'd be cool for a gateway skip one, though. That'd be cool. Mostly so I can use it. All right, Space Junk 1. This is where shit kind of gets a little scary. I'm going to do Space Junk 1 skip in this run, and I'll give a brief tutorial on how to do it. What you want to do is you just want to hold down, and you want to press Z to get out of the pull star. And hopefully Luigi will be facing backwards, and you'll fly to the next part of the area. Hopefully there'll be a skip tutorial for this relatively soon. There we go. And then for this, you want to just long jump and grab this pull star. Then you can just grab all these and you'll make it around. No sludgy hop. Grab the toads. Does it feel weird playing without 2P? Yeah, it does. Considering I've been using 2P for the past 2 years. Feels weird. How do you jump? Okay, so you press A. I'm gonna do relatively safe stuff here. This part takes practice. That jump right there is deceptively easy though. This trick is kind of RNG. Does Luigi's facing angle matter when you shake to break the bubble? You want Luigi to be facing some form of backwards. That's kind of what I like. Like, you can have him kind of diagonally, but as long as he's facing forwards and you're holding down, it should work. It's not exactly RNG, it's just pretty precise. The bottom of the screen or towards the top? You want Luigi to be facing to the left. I guess that's a better way to describe it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna show relatively safe strats for this fight. There's not much hard stuff you can really do. Make sure you jump and shake when she throws the shell. Camella manip. I don't really think that's important for a beginner. It doesn't really matter for beginner's sake.
That's not how it works.
Some people may disagree with the stuff that I keep in and leave out. I mean, that's fine, but I'm just trying to make it so that it's the most beginner friendly. Like, I'm not even doing mansion clip.
Ooh, a skull topple.
I don't know. There's gonna be some stuff that's on the borderline of like, what should I include, what should I not include. So, I don't know. I'm just using my best judgment. So yeah, if anyone's curious of like what strats are gonna be used, they just ask away, and I'll say if I'm doing it or not.
Jacob, I got ice cream for $100. I. No, I'm like,
This level's an auto scroller, so it literally like does not matter for this level. Oh, although I do have to explain the triple jump at the beginning because it can be kind of hard.
I'll ask you.
The triple jump is something that I'm doing because it's pretty beginner friendly. My main thing is just to make sure you're holding A and make sure you shake with the nunchuck. Those are two things that beginners tend to do wrong. This level can be good if you're low on star bits. What in the... No matter where you do the third jump, it does kind of matter. You want to be close to the end of the saucer. Like, you want to be at the area where it starts folding over. Before that yellow line. Kind of where, like, the lighter part is, if that makes sense. Oh. Messing up the bullet bill. What? Wait, what? Why does this keep happening? But just break the crystal. That is unfortunate. Please just crouch here. Yeah, I don't know why that was happening, but whatever. Battle Rock 2. It's been so long since I've done this level in any percent.
No. It's Asian.
And I think that this level is pretty self-explanatory. It's not... There's nothing I need to go in depth about.
Show me way. I've got 9 of those.
How am I doing? I'm doing good. Camera strats? Yeah, I'll be doing the camera strat. Because there's like very little risk to it. Essentially, you want to just stand at the glass, inch forward a little bit. It's just important to know where to stand. You want to stand like where you end up when you run against the glass. The camera strats in here I won't be doing though, because it's really not useful for a beginner to learn. Timing the shot is just a lot better. The audio cue. You just stare at the launch star for 2 seconds. It takes 2 seconds for the launch star to spawn.
I can move it down. Okay.
That's Battle Rock 2. And then Space Junk C, it's literally a carbon copy of Space Junk 1. So Bowser 1 is where stuff gets interesting, because this is where I start to shy away from some hard strats. Although I will do the death warp because it's literally easy. The only time we're getting a frame perfect jump is bad. Ah, almost got it. It was a dice roll. There we go. It would still save time. The reason why I'm not really that upset about making those types of mistakes is it's really good to show the backup for what to do when stuff goes wrong. Yeah. Essentially the same thing. I lost about 30 just because of the mistakes with the skip, but it's fine.
Does anyone have a son?
But I think overall this is still pretty good.
It's Dukes.
And then we'll be out of fountain soon, and then kitchen is where the stuff starts to differ a lot. Battle Rock 3. This level's pretty easy. Nothing too crazy. What am I gonna do now that gambling will be banned? I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna do more channel point gambles to make up for it. Oh, come on. Ideally, you would hit the thing, but it's fine.
Oh, I had multiple falls. Hold on.
Triple jump here. Just spin. Don't wall jump. You make that cycle pretty easily. Nice. There we go. That's very friendly movement for that section. This part is where stuff gets a little hairy. You want to try and hit one of them with the starbit and then just go spin the other one. Yeah, it's hard. If you're not good at aiming, it can be tough. So. You go for it, you get it, great. You go for it, you don't get it. Oh well. I do like that we're staying very beginner friendly right now. That's good. And we're way over on starbits, but that's the point, is so that people know where to collect starbits.
I'm not using the red steel.
When I do the landing cancels, I roll my thumb.
I'm not using the red steel.
I roll my thumb. I don't know if you can see that, but I like do that. Bro, I didn't like that jump, so. Yeah, I know there are some people that do up and A. I don't think that that's exactly the best way to do it, but you know, different people like different things. I can't really judge. Just because I don't do it doesn't mean I'll discourage someone else from potentially doing something that's easier. So. So this is gonna be the death warp. Just go to this crack in the ground. Okay. And backflip, you know, if my angle would work. Luigi did like a freaking gainer, bro. Sure. Just a little scuffed. What you want to do is you want to crawl through his legs here. Hit his tail. Saves a lot of time. It saves like 20 to do that for both turns. So I'd really recommend doing that. Learning to skip his attacks is pretty important. It really adds up. Alright. Bowser 1 done. You know what? This is where, like, my route is different. So it's hard for me to compare this against my PB. So I don't really know how far behind I am. But triple jump in Beach Bowl 1. So I'm not doing the triple jump in Beach Bowl 1. I'm just going to go around. Because I feel like it's good to just go around for if you're a beginner. I don't want to get beginner too concerned about kind of tilt and stuff like that. That's a really advanced thing.
No, but if you, yeah, you can just farm fossils. Oh, good job, Richie.
Where am I going? The Luigi gainer strikes again. I don't know why that keeps happening, but I feel like the triple jump was one of those like borderline strats. Um, I decided to just not have it because
No, I did.
it's just it's you're not missing out on much. You're not missing out on much if you don't do it. I guess it's the movement if you don't do it. Probably loses like 12 if you do it correctly. And that's not enough time for something as intricate as tilt to be worth it. If it were like 50, then maybe we're going somewhere, but not for tilt.
That's really good. Yeah, they made it sound like
The next couple levels, there's not really anything crazy. The one thing that might confuse people is Beach Bowl Secret, just because I'm doing the ending strat. Let's see. How do you do a frame perfect ground pound to save a lot of time? What do you mean?
I did.
I'm not doing any frame perfect ground pounds in this run. All right, one thing to notice, you can do these next two levels in any order you want. The cycles are a little harder if you do Beach Bowl 3 before Beach Bowl Secret. Yeah, so I don't think that it matters. I'm doing Beach Bowl Secret first because it's easier for Beach Bowl 3. Again, it's up to preference. Grab that shell. If you don't, you can grab that one as a backup, but this shell should be pretty easy to grab. This camera does not like to cooperate. Fair warning. You can do a long jump on ice if you shake and then long jump. Like, you can literally just long jump on ice, and a lot of people don't know that. Also, when you're doing your wall jumps, make sure to delay the jump off the wall for a little bit. Just so that if you wall jump too early, your angle might be a little messed up. Camera there loves to mess you up, so it's interesting to learn how to avoid that.
You can't even do all
Move your stick with the camera is what I'd say.
But you just can't hear me, so whatever.
Like, I think that's easier than getting the Cataquack. I'm going to be honest. It's easier and faster.
Look down or
And then for this level, I'm not doing the skip. I'm not doing the wall jump.
go, go, go.
It's not needed.
Right. Right. Read the heading.
It's fine. You'll always bonk there. It doesn't matter what you do. You like always bonk there. I think the movement is very easy if you don't do the skip. Like, if you just do that, you copy and paste that. Easy. Didn't realize you can make that cycle. See, learn something new. That's the point of this video, so they can show people that you can do a lot of stuff that they didn't think was possible. Ghostly 1 here is going to be so basic. No, I didn't do the long jump strat, Juka. I did normal movement. It's important to wait for the star. Don't grab it instantly. You want to get it while it's in line with that ledge of the platform. Bro. Come on. And then no mansion clip. So you're just going to long jump here. Be sure to avoid that light. It can kind of troll you if you don't know where it is. All right. Yeah, and that's Ghostly 1 no mansion clip. I think that if you do that, this level's really hard. So following that movement could really help. And that's it for Good Egg. No, not Good Egg. That's it for the first half of Kitchen. Now you have some really easy levels just to kind of chill. Sweet Sweet is literally all long jumps.
Look.
Want to make sure as you feed this Luma You don't enter the launch star right away. Entering the launch star right away will kill your run. Do this. And then before he's done feeding, you just long jump away. Make sure you talk to Luigi before you go into that launch star. Because that literally will kill your run. This level, honestly, you should not have any trouble with it. This is like the one level where spinning is actually bad. Just because it will really mess up your cycles. And it could potentially get you killed. And then Good Egg Luigi. I think I'll just do the triple jump. Triple jump is really easy. I usually do a faster strat that's kind of harder, but I don't think that's worth. Make sure you don't select the third star here, please. Because selecting the third star here will lose you time. You can get him in any level. If you select a star you've already been to, you can skip the cutscenes. Yeah, it's hard to remember, but it's really important to not auto-select those stars. In Honey Hive C, it's essentially going to be a copy-paste of what you did in Honey Hive 1. It's literally like the beginning part. There's a harder strat you can do, but it's just not for beginners. Long jump is... It's almost foolproof in a way. Oh, I forgot. You have to go this way. I forgot the trigger isn't behind you. Oh, well. What the heck? I have never seen the camera do that before. The reason why I started going backwards is because in other levels you can activate the trigger for the race by just walking into an out of bounds area. Not out of bounds, but outside of like that ring of immunity. But apparently not in Honey Hive. Practice or... So what I'm doing is I'm making a beginner run I'm doing a run with very little strats so that a beginner can watch this and essentially replicate it and get close to the same time. Ghostly Secret, you can do a lot of crazy stuff, but I'm just going to show the most simple thing for a beginner. Yeah, I'm really curious to see if this will actually help people. And then if this helped, I can do it for more games as well, if people want me to. Dark Souls 3, oh my god. Alright, so for this strat, you just want to long jump off the edge. Backflip over. Very simple stuff. You're just going to ride the auto scroller. Make sure you grab these keys. Oh. That would have been so dumb. That's essentially like the bare bones strat there. You can even speed it up a little bit by long jumping to the key, but I failed it, so I'm just glad I didn't die. All right, Bubble Breeze. This level, there's really not much to talk about until the end. Just follow the movement and the path that I take. I'm going to take a really safe cycle. I'll even wait for the mine at the end just because it's not worth it to die in this level. Dying in this level is like the definition of pain. See, I'll even wait it out. If you feel comfortable with that, go right ahead. But if you don't, it's not a big deal. Make sure when you do the skip to stay on the front part of the rocks. Don't go to the back or else you'll fall off. And literally just long jump and hold right. That's literally all I do. I don't change my angle. I long jump and hold right. I'd be very curious as to see how I am doing on my PB. But I'm on a different route, so I wouldn't know. Oh my I'm taking this so safe. What was that? Okay. Don't be dumb like me. Just wait. Just wait it out. Oh my god. That was... Don't do the fancy stuff like I did. Just wait it out. Please. Don't be like me. In that level particularly.
Oh, good job.
Pretend you didn't see the mistakes.
We're using it.
Oh my god. That was scary.
For a puzzle. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Just glad I didn't die. Alright, for this cannon shot, you literally can be like 80 million miles off and still get it. Just make sure you're pressing A at the star. Now, this boss fight, watch what I do carefully. If you get this boss fight incorrect, it can lead to a world of pain. So, I highly recommend copying what I do. Because if you don't, it will be ugly. Alright, first hit, grab this shell. Then I come over and I aim for the silver part of the ship. As with this hit, you don't even need to jump, you can just shake. Let throw here, and then while I'm waiting, I'm going to grab that shell. I don't think I got it because I got hit. And then for the last hit. So that isn't exactly how it's supposed to go, but, you know, the first casualty of the plan is the plan itself, so. That's the first half of the run done. Nice. Yeah, if you can get a sub 120 there, that's really good for starting out. 118 is pretty good, despite not doing like any skips. You have the recording of me explaining that? Okay, good. That's good. I wonder if it was because I started by taking the Sling Star, and I wonder if that puts your position differently. Because I know for my normal runs, I do a backflip, and I don't know if that could be different. Talk to him. We're not antisocial. This next level is easy as pie. Just follow the route. It's not hard. So there's a other route you can do that's a little hard. Like, it's not harder, but it's not as straightforward as this. This is literally the easiest you'll get ever. So it loses maybe like a second. But, you know, at a beginner level, it's not that much of a concern. And then Battle Rock Luigi is just the first level again. So you can see the triple jump. In case you missed it before. And, yeah. Then we go to Bedroom, which will be probably the hardest dome for new runners. I know it was for me. So I'll do my best to just show off some easy stuff. All right, so that's... I was a little too far forward there. There we go. When I'm doing that, I'm doing the triple jump and then I'm immediately holding back. If you don't hold back, it won't work. Doing switch skip. I don't think I'll be doing the switch skip. I was thinking about doing arrow skip, but there's so much that can go wrong with that, I just decided not to. Arrow skip. No, arrow skip is a different variant. I think, at least. If I'm thinking of what you're thinking, then I don't know what that skip is called. Arrow skip is something completely different. Arrow skip is what Tibbs did for the longest. I jump and spin there just so that the bullet bill won't crash, but obviously you see how bad I am with bullet bills. And then now we go to Bedroom. This is going to be fun. I'm excited to show off some easy strats. I'm not even going to be going for a plus skip, so... I think I'm going to skip out on the red ring skip. Because going around isn't even that much slower. Maybe Luce is like 2 or 3. Even the long jump version. Plus skip? No. It doesn't... It's a hard skip. And it loses a lot if you miss it. And I think that it should just be shown that you don't really need it.
Well, see, now you don't need to catch it.
I did not do a good job catching the penguin there, but that's fine.
It's a really bad Pokemon.
Okay, thank you, sign. This is the backup in case you missed that. Important to be a good distance away from Baron Burr when you do this. You don't want to be like right next to him. That's a common misconception I see is people try to do that and they try to spin right next to him and it doesn't work. Yeah, Kohiru. This is hopefully any percent learning material for people. Yeah, it's normal triple jump with the ice speed for an ice triple. You want to shake before doing it just so that you build up enough speed to do the triple. But other than that, it's like the exact same. All right, and then it's important for these crystals that when you shake them, you don't hold anything on the stick. Because if you shake them while holding on the stick, you'll just zoom past them and have to circle back around. And with ice physics, it's not exactly the best thing. See? You can add a spin there if you don't feel confident. Spam the hell out of shake once you hit that torch. Make sure you don't hit the lava when that happens as well. Because if you hit the lava, even after you light the torch, the platform won't spawn and you will die. My shake with the mirror mode, it doesn't matter what you shake with. You can shake Wii Remote or Nunchuck. Or for those of you on Switch, it means either Joy-Cons you can shake with. Sometimes land on the back of the torch. For the first or the second one? Oh, yeah, if you get hit, yeah. You can do that. So you're going to skip all these bean planets right here. You take this. Basically, the way you want to do it is you just want to spin while the flower is being blown. So, like, you can feel it. Like, you'll notice. This way you get a higher spin. And then you should be easily able to make this. And then you just want to triple jump over. That's Gusty Garden 1. The bunny catch right here is a little more complicated. I suggest you stock up on Starbits in case you miss this. You can just spray down the bunny with the Starbits.
Oh.
And you just want to walk right up to him. That's bad. You don't want to be there, but you want to be farther back.
What? How?
I can show the backup. You absolutely mow him down.
I just snatched the
Start spraying.
I just snatched it with speed, and then I snatched it using healing wave. And then apparently that killed me.
Yeah, the spray and pray.
That's
That's exactly. You just spray and pray.
I am too. The one with office. Yeah. I didn't know that.
This level can be kind of tricky if you don't know what to do. So I'll just kind of commentate the stuff as I go on. Would I recommend Mario or Luigi? 100% Luigi. Mario is so much harder.
I'm genuinely like so confused.
You just want to shake and jump. Shake, down, right, and jump. You don't want to do a long jump because you'll get burnt. Right here, you want to do a triple jump.
You're like pretty much not the show. Why should we do that?
Camera. Thank you. That the camera kind of just flipped out there. Ideally, that's not what would happen. But you know what? At least now you know what to do if that happens. So you want to use your skating long jump from before to clear these gaps. Don't be afraid to shake as the ice flower. It's not even harder, it's just worse. I mean, some people like it more. But I think that it's harder. Alright, Gusty Garden 2 is one of the most complicated levels, so I need to do my best in explaining this. The hardest part of the level is the question mark planet with the moles. And we'll cross that bridge when you get there, but there's a certain thing you want to do on the planet before. When you defeat the mole, you want to be below it. So that as you defeat the mole, the question mark planet is in view and the moles are advancing. The way cycles work in this game is they're only advanced when they're on screen. So what you want to do is you want to keep the moles on screen to have them advance into a more favorable position. So you're gonna see what I'm talking about. On my last shake of the flower, I want to start heading up right, and when Luigi's facing backwards, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna grab this guy, and as you see the planet above, the moles are moving. So we'll move them into a better position. I'm able to get both of them at once. That planet can be super hard if you don't know what you're doing. Doing those is probably the best way you'll get to do moles. It's something that's going to take practice, I'll be honest. Like, it's going to take practice. You're not going to be able to get it in one foul swoop the first time you do it. Practice ROM. I think there is something close to a practice ROM. I'm not too sure though. And it's okay if your Gusty Garden 2 doesn't look like that. That was a really good level. You shouldn't have delusions of grandeur that it will look like that on your first try. Is boss RNG or manip? This is not RNG. Basically, what you want to do is you just want to run close to him and then start running away. And then eventually he'll pop out. And then as soon as he pops out, start spraying him with Starbits. The reason why you want to do this is Major Burrows can go back in and he'll cause you damage. You have to do another cycle. But if you're spraying him with the Starbits, he's continuously getting stunned. He won't do that.
Yeah, but I had it, but I don't.
He'll always run away from you when he pops out. Yeah, he'll always run away from you when he pops out. That's why you want to mow him down, because one, it stops him from moving, and two, it prevents him from going back in. So the 18 in the splits is how many Starbits you want to get. As a beginner, I wouldn't pay attention to this. This is not the top of your priority. That's more for advanced players. That is the number of Starbits you want to get per level. I appreciate that try. I hope that people get some enjoyment out of this one. And it's used to help people learn the game. Yeah, Kohiru. Honestly, there's no shame in getting extra as a beginner. You don't have to watch Chrism? Thank God for that. I'm just kidding. So for Free Slime Secret, you're not going to want to do the starting boost. At least I don't recommend it. You can if you want to, but like I said, not my recommendation. Also, make sure that when you switch gravity, you don't do it too early, because if you do it too early, meaning you're farther back on the platform, there's a chance you could just walk off the edge, even if you hold the right direction.
Oh, I got another fossil.
See, so right here, I don't even do the boost. I wait until I'm well advanced on the platform before I switch gravity, just because of that, which you just saw. Nice, we like Gauge. Shadow Luigi does not have rubber banding, no. Shadow Luigi's at a constant speed. It's important to note that you can't do Gusty Garden Secret in Gusty Garden 3 the first time around. You have to do Gusty Garden 3 in this level, or else the comet cycles will be messed up. There's a skip for this level, but I'm not going to do it. Just because I'm keeping up with the theme of doing very few skips. I really just walked into the plant. Ugh. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. Hello, sir. I have a quick question regarding the speedrun. How will my next leg training day affect Luigi's ability to jump? I don't know. Me having a leg training day is so rare that I don't think I've ever had to worry about it. But, you're not going to do the skip here. Take all the arrows. Make sure... Dude, don't die, please. Whatever you do. What? Nearly had a tragic incident. I saw the Goomba coming down. I saw my life flash before my own eyes. But we made it out, so we're good. Still curious to see if this run can sub 240. We'll see what happens. This is the exact same thing as before. Just you have 1 health. There's one thing that I'll mention when the time is right. Only because I've seen this happen to so many runners, including myself. So we'll see what happens. I kind of want it to happen here so that I can be like, don't do that. Remember to not shoot out your star bits. It's very important. So that you can use them to shoot him. Okay, so always wait until Major Burrows' face is out of the ground before you ground pound. Sometimes he will poke his head out, but he won't come out. You have to make sure that you don't go too early or else you will die and you will have to restart the level over. Gusty Garden Secret! This one's very simple. Just collect the question mark coins. So you can actually skip this bottom planet if you delay your spin. Saves a little bit of time. No, I don't do Ghostly 2 this route, Chica. GC route tutorial. I can do a tutorial for the levels that are different. I can do a Sling Pod Space Junk 3 Ghostly 2 tutorial if people really want it, but ugh. Okay, Honey Climb, I'm not going to do the bee glitch. Just because, while it's really easy to do on Wii, on 3D All-Stars it can be a lot harder. So I have to keep that in mind. And it doesn't even really save that much time. It maybe saves like 30. 30, like, absolute max. Be sure to, like, rhythmically tap A. You don't want to hold A too much, or else you'll fall off the wall. Oh, I don't want to do that. Sorry. Old strats coming into memory. Oh, goodness. Literally, as soon as I shook the remote, I was like, no. Be sure to get ready to jump when you land on those platforms, because those bugs will send you packing if you get hit by them. Those bugs will demolish you. All right, Bowser 2. This is probably one of the harder levels in the run. In fact, some people consider it to be the hardest level in the run. But I'm going to show you very easy strats and how to make it not as daunting as people make it out to be. I'm not going to go for any big skips. This will be purely just movement and base level strats. So for this triple jump, you want to start it while it's folding over. You want to walk on this seam. It's not as tight as it looks, I promise you. Be careful here. Sometimes Luigi can like get caught on the fence. And here we are. We're going to ride this plus. There's a skip you can do. It's not worth for a beginner. What's up, Retro? You can backflip up here. You can also backflip to the top one. That's a lot harder, so I'm just going to free that, Luma. How's gaming? It's good. Just recording this tutorial. This beginner run. That's essentially what you want to do for Bowser 2. You're not going to want to go for the spin here. And then you can spin to cancel Bowser's punches. We're not going to do that for all of them, but we're going to do it for a majority, and I'll teach you the safe way to do them. So you're going to wait for him to throw one punch. Then you're going to hit. While waiting for him to throw a punch is slower, it's significantly safer. And then for this last hit, he's going to do 3. That can happen sometimes. Just got to do it again if that happens. It's unfortunate, and it kind of happens for no reason. But that's what you do if that does happen and how to avoid it. Talk about how mashing works. What do you mean? I mean, like, I kind of assume that if you're watching this, you have a basic understanding of how Galaxy functions. So, I left out some, like, trivial stuff. And that's Bowser 2. So not doing the skips and the fight strats in total loses about 45. Whether you think that's enough to give up for a safe and consistent level, or if you want to go for the upper level strats, that's up to you. I'm just here to show you what you can and cannot do when it comes to like beginner stuff. I'm here to provide a safe alternative for if you don't want to do those strats. And we're at the last dome of the run. Yay. I still don't know if I'll get a sub 230 with this. We'll see. Even if I don't get a sub 230 with this is still a very good run for a beginner to learn. You might learn Galaxy Pog. Use this run and it'll help you. as you can see, I've already collected so many star bits that I literally do not need to collect any more. 2P seems a bit OP. I mean, that's what makes the game fun, in my opinion. Like, this is cool, but, like, I am snoozing a little bit. Whereas with 2P, it's always exciting. And you can, like, do a lot more skips. So, that's my opinion. But you don't have to run 2P. 1P is perfectly acceptable. That's why I'm doing this. All right, so we're going to come back. We're just going to take this flower. Then you're going to use this stump. It's important that you use this stump because this is the only thing that'll give you enough height. Just get up there. Now make sure to collect these star bits over here. Those are very important, and I'll show you why. Because we have our last instance of a star bunny. Spray and pray. That's all you do. Spray and pray. Now, Gold Leaf 2 is another contender for the hardest level. So I'm just going to be showing very basic stuff. You run on Switch. That's fair. Switch is OP. Nah, Switch is not OP. That's not what I meant. Switch is valid to run on. You literally can do all the stuff you see here on Switch. So don't get concerned. Ah, here's what to do if you miss that. Just come back and use this guy. There is a difference for Sea Slide, but it's not major. This planet can be tough. Make sure you stay out of the Cataquack's grasps. They will launch you to the high heavens, and you'll, like, end up further back on the planet. Hello? And then for this last part, make sure you do this from this ledge, because it won't work otherwise. And then when you get to the edge, you just want to hold down and hold A. Don't tap A, just hold A. There you go. That's Gold Leaf 2. Very basic stuff. Nothing there should give you a challenge. Minus maybe controlling the Cataquack on the cube. That can be a little tough. But that gets rid of all the stuff that infuriates people in that level, while still getting good time. Like, it lost in a collective probably like 30 seconds. Which, you know, for a beginner and for sacrificing the difficulty of that level, that's not a lot. That's doable. Gold leaf 3. Alright, the way to set this skip up is rub up against the mushroom, face backwards, and, you know, mess it up. That skip is not that difficult at all. Messing around with it will help. Not too much I can do to explain it just because it's pretty quick. But basically, if you do that setup, it should be pretty good. Not free, but you'll be able to get it down. No boss skip. Yeah, it's not worth it. You just do this. It's a lot easier. That's a very safe, very easy gold leaf 3. I can try and explain the skip. So, I don't know why it spawns me over here, but that's fine. When you do that backflip, you want to make Luigi face towards you. Backflip while holding up, spin, wall jump on the tree, switch to upright, spin, and then wall jump spin. This level also has a skip, but I'm going to be doing a very easy variant of it for simplicity's sake. You'll get a lot more momentum off that train than you think. This gravity section can be really wonky. Make sure to just long jump while holding right. Don't change your angle, or else you'll bonk and die. Now here's where the big skip is. So what you want to do is you want to come over here. Grab this screw. Make the sling star appear. Come up here. Go to the top and then just long jump off. And spin. You'll land up here. You can do that. Additionally, if you don't feel comfortable, you can wait till the arm's at max height. But it's a really easy way to just get past this instantly. And it only loses like 15 seconds compared to the other skip. So it's definitely not something that is make or break. And probably the most controversial choice I'm going to make is I'm not going to go for the skip in Gold Leaf Comet. Just because, you know, for a new player, it can be kind of stressful doing that tree skip from before during a time where if you fail it after a certain amount of time, you'll lose. So I just want to show what I do normally. Because it doesn't lose that much time. It's only around 20. Yeah, that only lost around 15 to my gold. So it's only a 15-second time save if you do the other skip. So that's completely up to you if you want to do it. This next level is an auto-scroller. Don't even have to worry about it. It's just follow Guppy. That's it. Very honk. Me, 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 me. Grab this coin here. You don't really need it. But if you're just worried about getting air, there you go. Also, no matter what tunnel you take, Guppy will still move. I recommend going in the right tunnel. It really doesn't matter, but... Almost forgot about that ring. Would have been funny. Yo, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Galaxy tutorial making. Do you find Luigi easier or harder to play as? Luigi is 100% easier to play as. Definitely the character that I recommend people start out with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a triple jump to the screw. This triple jump can be kind of tricky if you don't know what you're doing. You want to screw this down. Make sure you don't forget that. If you get lucky, you get a bounce on that enemy. But it doesn't always happen. Now, Sea Slide 2, there's a glitch that you can do for Sea Slide 2 and Sea Slide Comet called surface swimming, but I find that a lot of beginners have trouble with it, especially if they're playing on Switch, so I'm just going to not go for it. I'm going to leave it out. Yeah, for this, I'm going to leave it out. While continuously shaking underwater is technically faster, don't bother. Just take the shell. I know of even top level runners who take the shell. It's not something to be ashamed of. And as long as you know, like, you don't lose the shell, you should have no risk of losing this race. Take these rings whenever you can. They speed you up. You lose the race, quit speedrunning? Yeah. Pretty much.
It's when you lose your
Now, if you lose this race, I can understand, because this race is actually pretty hard. This race, if you don't get the starting boost, it can be really hard to win, but it's just a matter of staying solid with your movement overall. It'll be tight no matter what, but it'll consistently be close. So as long as you're comfortable with being uncomfortable, it's okay. Missing the starting boost definitely adds a little bit of worry. So, yep, there we go. But, you know, make sure you take these speed rings. They'll help a lot. And then just get a jump out of the water here. And, you know, easy. You know, as Triangulum just said, lines, lines, lines. It's not that serious, though. It's not. You'll be fine. Make sure you don't just auto-select stars here. You have to choose Toy Time 2. Also, make sure you collect star bits. It's a horrible way to lose a run. You have to collect 50 to feed the Hungry Luma. Dang. How does auto-selecting the star work? So the way it works is if you just have your cursor off screen, and you spam, it'll choose the star that is like should be next selected. It'll choose the clear star. Important, go to first person here and just stare at that planet before you shake. It'll make the cycles a lot better. Very comfortable cycles here. You can take it a lot riskier if you feel, but I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, you can get caught on that ledge. So if you jump fast enough, you can barely snag the corner of that one. If not, you can just wait. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. Now, Toy Time Comet is the same level, except it's just faster. I'm going to be playing this part extremely safe. You can hit some crazy cycles if you try hard enough, but for a beginner, I do not recommend. Oh, that can happen sometimes. Game just glitches. The cycles are going to be a little messed up, but it's fine. Okay. Thankfully, there are coins everywhere in case you get hit. One more level, and then we are out of engine room. I mean, it's exciting. We're almost done. Almost finished your first galaxy run. That's insane. So yeah, we're gonna have the last couple of levels. If anybody has any pressing questions they want to ask, now's the time. Just spam shake. That's all you want to do. Just spam shake. Damn it. Make sure to not hit the top of the tree or else your bubble will break. Your bubble will pop. All right, this next level, Buoy Base 1. There's a skip you can do in this level, but I'm not going to show it. It's decently easy. I would definitely recommend learning it, but I'm just going to show the alternate movement in case you don't want to. We only have a couple levels left. Not available? No, not with this route. It's important to note you should hold A when you're shaking. Makes your spins come out faster. Also, spin with the Wii remote, not the nunchuck. A time for some movement a lot of you have probably never seen. That is as easy as it looks. You just backflip. Go for star chips. If you know the skip, I'd say go for the skip. It's my advice. But if you are uncomfortable with the skip, then doing star chips, there's no shame in that. Yeah, if you can do the skip, I'd say do the skip. This is just for people who can't do the skip and want to see how to do star chips. Obviously, it wasn't perfect, but you get the general premise. Doing that jump and spin makes it so that the bullet bill is higher and it won't get hit by the cannonballs. Getting hit by the cannonballs is painful. So I would definitely recommend that. Now for everyone's favorite level, which is completely sarcastic, Drip Drop. The One Piece strat is extremely hard, and I presume that a lot of people that are watching this are going to miss it. So I'm just gonna run through what I do normally. I'm gonna attempt to do the One Piece strat, and if I mess up, you can see how I back it up. But this level is extremely hard, especially if you're 1P. So. I let that guy get away. So what you do is just follow him. Try to hit him, and if you need that red shell, grab it right there. Because this red shell will almost always hit him. You want to aim for the ship to get the star. Always spawn at the ship. And we're at the final level before Bowser. This level is extremely easy. It's Honey Hive Letter. Or Luigi, whatever you think the L stands for. Now, just remember to talk to Toad before this level. Because Luigi will not spawn unless you talk to Toad. Welcome. All right, and final level. So this is looking like it's going to be a 2:38, which is a very solid time for beginner strats. What's the difference between 1P and 2P? And can you learn 2P first instead of 1P? Yeah, go right ahead. This run is just to provide that base foundation for your movement, and then you add the 2P on. So even if you're planning on running 2P, this could still be good to watch. Asking kind of the difference between 1P and 2P is a hard question to answer just because there's so much. But I'd say that 2P allows for more movement options, collect more star bits, and it makes some levels easier, but it also adds some harder skips to certain levels. So yeah, last questions, final level. I won't be able to answer too many, so final questions here now. Otherwise, enjoy the end. I'll preface this by saying there's a fast cycle you can get at the start. The movement that I'm about to show isn't the greatest for making that cycle, but if you're quick, you can get it just barely. As a beginner, I wouldn't expect to get it just yet. It only saves like 7 to 11. I'm not sure how much, but it's not a lot. Jumping at the edge of these spotlights gives your jumpers a little bit of boost. Make sure to not jump straight back. You want to kind of curve around a little bit. So this planet is looks a lot scarier than it actually is. This part can be hard with this bullet bill. You just hug that wall and he'll die. You won't even lose any time for it because you have to wait for the thing anyways. Also, that was very scary. Goodness gracious, what was that? And that's it. That's it for Cave. That level can be hard. It's not the hardest once you get it down, but it's nerve-wracking because it's the end of the run. Do coins lose time in Fate of the Universe? Nah, they don't. You can grab as many coins as you want, and you won't lose time at the end. At this Bowser fight, relatively simple. I'm going to do pretty easy strats. While it looks hard, it's not. You want to stand kind of near this plant for this first hit. You're going to jump, shake, and then hold backwards. And then you should hit Bowser's face every time. Doing that skips an attack pattern. This planet is extremely easy. Now you want to wait a little bit and then hit. If you do it too early, Bowser will still have iframes and he won't get hit. For this last phase, you purposely want to take damage here so you can skip part of Bowser's attacks. You grab this coin and you'll be good. This last phase is a little more tricky. You want to hit Bowser's tail. Then you want to run to get hit by one of these fireballs. It causes Bowser to get out of his rolling state. And then, yeah, that's it. Just deliver the final blow. That's it. You're done. Super Mario Galaxy any % Luigi is done. The time for this run clocked in at around a 2:38. Which is, you know, for the strats used and like the 0 skips pretty much. Amazing. Like, that's such a good display of like what you can do with just clean movements. So I hope that, you know, whoever's using this, whether you're a multi-Mario runner or whether you just want to pick up Galaxy, I hope you find some use out of this, and I hope you enjoy speedrunning Galaxy for the near and far future. Oh wait, I forgot to split. My bad. My bad. So I hope you got some use out of this. If you have any questions, comment down below. I'll do my best to answer them. I'm going to put this splits in the description in case people want to compare against this run. This run would be 60th on the leaderboards. So not bad, especially for a beginner. I'm also going to put the Galaxy Speedrunning Discord in my description. That's also a very good place to ask questions and meet other Galaxy runners. Yeah, I hope that people enjoyed this run, and I hope that people do get some use out of it. I want this to be helpful for the Galaxy community and for people learning the speedrun. Maybe I'll do an intermediate run of this. We'll see. I'll see what people think of this one.